Happy Friday, everybody. See what we got going on here. Says, we got 6 people in here. How's everybody doing? Sound off. I think Brian's going to be a little late. Sounds like his daughter and grandson home from the hospital. The little guy stepped on a nail. I hope he's all right. I think we can all expect there's going to be a tetanus shot involved there. All right. Kevin, all right, brother. How you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. Empty Pockets Garage. Thank you very much for coming in. There's Kim saying hi and hoping Brian's grandson's all right. There he is. There's Brent. What's going on, Kevin? All right, man. McLovin. Blue Yellow. All right, so we had a busy week this week and we didn't get anything done. I'll tell you guys about it in a minute. But we got some stuff to talk about in the garage. I got to order up some parts, but I'm going to slow that down for a little bit too. We got a new arrival coming on Sunday, so we might get a little sidetracked with that. But that might even get put into a small holding pattern because we've got a boatload of work in front of us coming up, and we got to get it done. How you doing, Chris? Thanks for coming in, brother. Paul, how you doing, Paul? Northwest Indiana. Yeah, it's nice. I actually got one of the doors open right now for the garage, and I got the fan on one just blowing a nice little breeze on me. It feels good. I'm actually wearing a t-shirt. Brand new t-shirt. Kim just bought it for me. Red Rock Canyon. Very soft. I think she got it for me from the Gap. Was it the Gap, Kim? But it's very soft. Good material. It's rare that I have nice shirts. You know, they're always getting trashed and thrashed. Yes, thank God it is Friday. Empty Pockets. I don't know. I was in the 70s here all day. Let me see what we got right now. 66 now. 66. I just updated it. So that isn't too awful bad. Cameron Brian's Garage. How you doing, brother? Thanks for coming in, man. So, how I select these featured channels, okay? It's kind of like we do our fantasy football draft when I used to put people's names on a piece of paper and fold them up. And then I'd lay out cards like 1 through 4 or whatever. So we had 5 people. So that's how I've been selecting it. I should have did it live. I'm going to do it live next week, but I was in such a hurry running around. I'll tell you guys about everything in a little bit here. We get a couple more people in. But yeah, that's how we'll select them. That's how I selected this week's. So you're just going to have to take my word for it this time. I'll film it next week, or not. We'll do it live together. I'll show you how we pick out. I don't want anybody. I'm not playing favorites. I choose them randomly. All right. We get a few people in here. We'll show you who that's going to be. All right. 1. What's going on? Anything but a 46 Chevy and you're in. All right. Andy, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Thanks for coming in, buddy. But yeah. So, Country Boy, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. The weather's changing. They're easing COVID restrictions. I hope we can still maintain the same kind of group we have every Friday. We have a pretty tight-knit bunch here. So that's always cool. Everybody's living large and being in charge. Been checking out everybody's videos. Chris got his motor back in this week. Our buddy down there, Carolina Classics, he's got that 77 square body. He just got that running. That thing runs like a top, you know? Andy's got his paint just about done on that old Fargo. Huh? Puglisi Speed Shop, what's going on? Yeah, that's a nice bike. I got one. I got something coming Sunday. Wait do you guys see this thing? It's a real treat. What happened on your video, Andy? Tell everybody. What's going on, Robert? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. The Track Nose Grill. You know, it'll be coming up pretty soon. I got I actually might, because I have everything I need for that. And right now, with everything going on, which I will explain in a minute, I might, pull jobs out of my hat like that. Like my next video, I'm going to pull a job out I have parts for. I want to put it together. I've already started on it, and I'm going to, put it together, make it workable, and then blow it back apart. And that's what I got to do. But it's like, there's some stuff going on right now, and it's pretty crazy. I guess I'll let you guys know. It's in the description. My our family's not my house, but my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, who have an in-law quarters for my advanced aged in-laws. Their house burnt down this past week. They lost. It's a complete loss. So, it's pretty devastating. It's like where the whole family meets and greets. It's like our gathering place. My father-in-law built the house in like 1972, and my brother-in-law basically rebuilt the house again in the 2000s and updated everything and built an in-law quarters. And yeah, it's it's everybody got out, even the little furry family members got out. But after you assess the damage, it's still pretty devastating. So there's a change in plans with the house we're working on right now. We're going to blow that out real quick, and I don't know, somebody's going to use it for now, whether it be my in-laws or my brother, whatever they need, whatever they want. If my in-laws are moving in, that's what we're doing. If it's my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, that's whatever they need. We're family, so it's not, everybody's okay. That's the main thing. Yeah, that's right, Kevin. That's right. It's man, there was like I want to say 20 fire companies there. It was crazy. I was at work, and my wife called me. She was flying over there as quick as she could. She's on the phone. She's panicked when she sees what's going on. And then I hear my niece crying in the background. Well, I start blubbering at work. I can't handle kids crying. So I just jumped in my car and left. And I went up there to just be there, and but I guess that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. That's right, Cameron. I agree. So, one of the things that's like, it's stupid, is, my content might slow down because I've got a ton of stuff. I got to get this house ready for whoever's going to be using it. It's got to be ready. And so I'm going to get sidetracked for a few weeks. Unless something crazy happens, I'm going to have that 92 Daytona on Sunday. I'm bringing that home. But then it's just going to sit until I'm ready for it. Now, I'm going to make a video for that, and I'm going to do it a little different. That's going to be like my Mr. Holland's opus. Well, it's going to be BW's opus. It's going to be start to finish. I'm going to try to do a video of bringing it back to life kind of thing. So we'll see how it goes, But that's what's going to happen with that while we're working on the car. That's just going to be a little side thing we're doing while we fix on the car. Yep, Brian, you're right. Yep. That's right. So that's what's going on there. But yeah, we'll do what we got. We will do what we got to do. All right. I don't want to dwell on the negatives. The positives are, like I said, everybody's fine. So we're just going to move on and get things get things moving in the right direction. Yo, how's it going, Larry and Lynn? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Everything's fine, empty pockets. They have insurance and all, and I put a. They had the community that they live in is incredible. I mean, their high school alumni set up a GoFundMe page. It's in the description there, and the outpouring of help has been incredible. I mean, it shows you, it gives you a little bit of faith in humanity yet, I guess. It is, yeah, it is, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to mix up the content a little bit. I didn't get a chance to make a video last week, for obviously, with everything going on, and so I got this where I'll help promote everybody else's channel right now, and I'm still going to make my own videos. Like I said, I got a project going on the car right now, and one asked a great question about. Yes, I'm gonna work on the front grille and the nose. I got to get that back off. I got to relocate a couple of my brackets and stuff like that. It's just simple stuff, but it's got to get done. It's things that I got to do on the car, and those are the kind of things I'm going to be doing content wise with the car. Right now I'm going to be putting the steering linkage together. I can't. This was obviously a parts car that they sculpted and putty, and we turned it around, but bringing it back, I don't think this car's been on the road or had a steering column in 40 years at least. So it'll be kind of fun to finally have a steering wheel, but then I'm going to blow it back apart because I'm going to sand and paint the dash. I got to get some high build primer. It's already got the epoxy on there, so it's a little hard, but we'll get it. I want to put some poor ceramic, the PureTech stuff, the rust protectant on the floor before I put the deadening noise stuff down. There's stuff like that I got to do. I got the wiring. I got the wiring harness, and so I'm gonna work on that. I wanted to do the exhaust next, but I only got about a third of the parts. So I'm going to get to that, but like I say, I got a ton going on right now. So, but we'll have some cool stuff to show you. So you might see me going a little out of order. He's like, wait a minute. He said he was going to do the exhaust next. I'm going to do it. I'll do it in between, So that's what's going on. All right. Take care, Brent. Take it easy, Blue Yellow. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you. Let me see here. I'm going here. See if I can find this for you guys. All right. I'm going to see if I can give you a quick sneak peek of the bike. The actual bike. I know I showed you guys a picture of a likeness of the bike, but I have a picture of the bike itself, if I can find it. Now this bike was bought in 92 and parked in 93. Has 1,300 original miles on it. But the paint's perfect, but obviously there's chrome problems. There's leather problems. It hasn't been started in 30 years, so the tank's got to get cleaned. But here, let's see if I can. There's a picture of the actual bike. Where you guys can see that. $1,300 miles, brother. Unbelievable. And it's like, those odometers, they have those forks so people can question. Well, you can question all you want. I can get sworn affidavits. This guy's worked at the mill for over 30 years. And there's been a lot of people been after this bike. For the 20 years I've been at the mill, everybody's been after this bike. And I got it. All right. So, it's one of those things where I could get sworn affidavits if I have to, to the actual mileage on it. But, it's blue and tan one, the Daytona. It's it's a 92 Harley Davidson FXDB Daytona. Special edition from 1992. It's like one of the earliest models that had the alarm on it. And that's one thing I'll have to check because he pulled the fuse on underneath the seat for it. And it was one of those things where if somebody messed with your bike while you were somewhere, it would beep the amount of times the bike was moved. You guys that like Puglisi, you probably know about that kind of stuff. Yo, what's going on, Left for Dead? Thanks for coming in, brother. Yeah, it's a nice bike, dude. Real torquey. It's a little bit of a torque monster between the legs. All right. So I figure I'll go ahead and we're going to turn the computer and I'm going to show you who won this week's drawing to be the BW Garage's feature channel. Ready? Drum roll. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm going to try to walk it over there. The light on there kind of makes it difficult to see. But our feature channel this week is going to be Ironhead Garage. Our buddy Chris runs that channel, and he's also building a kick-ass 1955 Chevy Gasser. So, Chris, you won a drawing this week, and next week I'm going to do it live. I figure it'll be fun, for everybody to see how I select the channels. There's no particular order. We still got to do our flying wrench buddy. We got to do Cameron. Andy wants a turn. Country Boy Garage is going to get one, But Chris, you're this week's winner. We're going to do everything we can. We're going to put a little shoulder into it. And we're going to do everything we can to get you over that 1,000 mark, man. Right on, brother. We'll do what we can to get you over that 1,000 mark. We'll rise you up the best BW can, man. Yeah, he's close, man. We're gonna. So we'll have that this weekend at some point. Turlo, what's going on? Turlo, Kim stole my shirt that you gave me. It was a little big, and she loves it for a sleeping shirt. So I lost my Turlo's Garage T-shirt to my wife. She took it from me. Howie Mook, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Andy. I appreciate that. I hope it gets more traction. We got to figure out this algorithm to get YouTube to show our videos to more people. I'm trying, man. I watch all these self-help things. I watch them all. And you try what they say or what your interpretation is of what they say, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Bob Mack, what's happening, brother? Trying to catch up. Who's in here? Who we got in here and all? Did I miss anybody? I always want to say hello to everybody or at least try. So if I'm ever missing somebody, just say, hey, you missed me. And I'll certainly let you know, hey. Empty pockets, that's awesome, dude. That's all any of us can do, Andy. I'm still trying to figure out this algorithm the same as the rest of you guys. There's a secret code how you get YouTube to say, "Hey, let me show this to another group of people," you know? I will say this. One of the I don't want to use the right word. One of the metrics to this whole thing is loyal base. And we have that. We all watch each other's stuff. So I think the rest will come with time, you know, and I think, you know, eventually, you know, even old caveman on a rocket ship PW will figure this thing out eventually. Well, we'll give it our best try anyway. I don't like to toot my own horn. I really don't. But I really thought that ladder bar video was a good video. I thought that was one of my best videos to date. It did okay, but you know, 500 views. I think it deserved more than that. But you know, hey, look, it is what it is. The old BW in a Speedo. You don't want to see that, Lynn. Ask him. you don't want to see that. I had a guy at my work. He's retired, and he's one of the ones that you guys will eventually meet him. Old caustic Bob Neese, because he definitely wants to come over and see the bike. He was one of the ones that was chasing this bike for about 20 years. So he's as soon as he found out I was getting it, he's retired. He's like, I'm coming over there to see that bike. So you guys will eventually meet him. But one of his famous sayings was, never ever underestimate the generosity of a woman. And you can prove that easily. Hey guys, just strip down naked and do a 360 in front of a 3D mirror. And you'll never again question the generosity of a good woman. That was his big saying back in the day. I always got a kick out of it. I always thought it was kind of funny. Yo, what's going on, Mike? What did I miss? I start babbling and then I don't read. Ernest, what's going on? How we doing, brother? Thanks for coming in. Chevy Shane made it. What's going on, brother? All right. Mike's here. Absolutely. I always miss you, buddy. That's funny, number one. Yeah, there's algorithms. There's definitely a trick to it. Now, don't get me wrong. You have to have some kind of personality and some kind of entertainment value, but there's also, I don't want to call it a secret world or a secret code, but there's matching up titles with your description, and that's all part of it. They say that tags don't matter anymore. That's crap. They still matter. Put them in there. Wow, that's awesome, country boy. That's awesome, dude. See, you hit pay dirt, man. Whatever you did in that video, look for it and try to replicate it. What's going on? There's Gorney. What's happening, brother? Yeah, you see, I agree with you, Empty Pockets. I get a kick out of Robert, man. You are a funny dude, Robert. Your videos always make me smile. You got good personality. You're going to go far, brother. Hey. That's good news, Ernest. Now, Andy, I saw a picture of that on the internet before. That isn't friendly. Friendly. Yo, there we go. What's going on, man? How you doing, Cody? That's all right, brother. I was checking out your 77 video earlier. Got that thing running like a top, man. Those Chevy 350s, they're hard to kill, man. You had that little vacuum problem. You got that straightened out. It's going to be a nice workhorse for you, man. That's going to be a good pulling truck, man. Throw a hitch on there and go pick up your next project, drag it on. Put it to work. Old man built not bought. They sure are, Gordy. Yeah, I don't have no time for all that stuff there, Kevin. You're 100% right. We're all doing the same stuff. We're all having a good time. Might as well have a good time together. Settle down, boys. Oh, I have to take a second. I know I put the short out, but I somebody had to have noticed. Come on, what's going on right over BW's shoulder right there? Huh? My boy Jaws sent me that. I'm going to have to bring it in the house in the wintertime because I don't want it to freeze up. But we're going to enjoy it out here in the garage all summer for sure. Maybe once the garage is warmed up, I'll cuddle it and bring it out, Yeah, man. That wax is moving pretty good, man. Check it out. And out of the blue, you get a nice surprise like that in the mail. I had no idea. I didn't expect it, but I knew who it came from right away. I texted him. Yo, Josh, thanks for coming in, man. We were all just taking a minute to study the lava lamp that Jaws sent me. Yeah, Jaws, send it over, please. That's pretty cool, Kevin. Yeah, man. You in the club? I don't think he's here right now, Andy. Maybe he'll stop by in a bit. It's still early in Hawaii. It's not quite this late yet. He's doing some neat ideas over. Everybody's got new ideas and neat ideas popping up on it. His new idea. He's going to let his viewers decide what do I do next on the car. That's kind of neat. That's a good idea. And look at the DD Speed Shop. He's doing a new thing where he wants to trade parts. trade up or trade down. He's got I think he put a video out. I think he's got was it a 650 Elderbrock or, yeah, it's the 650 Elderbrock carburetor for a small block Chevy. He's looking to trade, and he wants people to email him what they got and they're willing to trade. You know, that's kind of a neat idea. You want to trade up? You want to trade down? I don't know. I think it's a neat idea. It's like everybody's coming up with new ideas and trying new stuff, and it's all fun, you know. Settle down, boys. That's pretty cool, Howie. I got to keep up on some of this commentary. That is funny, Bob. That's cool. Fire it up, Mike. You're gonna have to feature the lamp in your next video. I watched that video of the little MG leaving your life, and I was like, cool. And then Kim was like, that's not cool. I think it is. That ain't a bad deal, country boy. Wow. I don't know if the 80s are the modern era or if that's the last of the old era, you know, pre-computer days, you know, because in the 90s, let's face it, everybody started getting the computers and the home computers, and they were supposed to be this speed and all this. And I just remember playing that mind game. But in the 80s, I mean, that was like the last of the old school era, right? Yeah, I watched that today, Brian. I watched Rat Rod Bob playing with his, shifting gears with it up off the ground. We'd had some Ferris Bueller stuff if that thing had come down. I'd have been wearing my shirt in honor of Bob. Wait a minute. What am I? Oh, come on, man. Don't be arguing. I'm reading bits and pieces. Come on, boys. Why can't we be friends? Hey, it's that time. I think it is anyway. Let me look and see. Yeah. All right, guys. You guys know the routine. I got a beautiful set of BW Garage stickers. We got a round face. We got the square or the rectangular face, and we got the car. Guess a number between 1 and 27. Kim's my backup. I texted her the number before I released it to you guys. I know, man. Okay, as long as you guys are, I thought so, because you said you only came over because Cameron told you to. All right, that's cool. That's what I thought too. Oh, Bob Mack won again. Bob Mack won again. Number 24. Bob Mack won again. Number 24. Bob wins every week. You guys got to be a little quicker, man. He can't keep giving away his prizes. He always guesses. He doesn't guess the same number over and over again. He's like, okay, if it's not this one, maybe it's this one. You guys are great. I got Bob on speed dial now. That's what my wife says, the scratch off tickets. Run out and buy a 7-Eleven scratch off ticket, Bob. He could. Hey, man, I don't know anything about all you, dude. I'm just holding on to that rocket ship. I told you, boys. Something like that. Well, what was the next guy that got the number? Let's take a look. Let's see who got it after Bob this week. Bob Mack guessed on 24 first. The next guy to type 24 after Bob was Bob. And then Andy's Doghouse, who only typed it after I showed who won. So if you don't want the stickers, I'm going to run it back one more time. All right. Guess the number between 1 and 27. Go. Oh, I better get down here. Let's see. Okay, we're running it between 1 and 27. Uh-oh, it's starting to go really fast. There it is. No, Robert from RNG Garage, number 10. Robert from RNG Garage, number 10. I believe it was Robert from RNG Garage. I'm sure Kim's checking to verify for me, but I thought I saw Robert from RNG Garage guess number 10. It's not letters one. So it's RNG this week. Kim's right. I got to try to get a couple different prizes because Bob's giving away prizes every week. Are you serious, Lynn and Larry? I'll resend it. I'll go over to the post office and I'll resend it. I'll try again. I swear I sent it over a month ago. I can even go back and look at our text, and I sent it 2 days after we texted on Facebook. That's unbelievable. I'll send it again. It's only $1.20 for the stamp. I'll send it again. I'll go over there. I'll go over there one night this week and get another stamp. I ain't giving away that. My friend Jaws gifted me that, Howie. Jeff Bittner, what's going on? That's all right. At least you made it, man, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you taking a minute out of your time to come in and say hello. What's he? I'll just send you all three orange. What do you say? Got some? Send me the new one. What, you want the round one? You just want the round one? What are you saying, Robert? Got some. Send me new one. The little round one is the only one that's new. Is that what you're talking about, Robert? Do you guys see the likeness? I ain't got my ball cap on right now, but oh, okay, yeah, all right, Robert. I'll just send you the little guy. Thanks. Hey, Daniel, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you. Oh, my puppies are out in the yard. Come here. See what's going on here. I don't know. I mean, and I sent a couple the same day because I sent Lynn and Larry's, but I sent somebody else theirs the same day. And it's crazy because I sent Brian a whole T-shirt that had to go through customs, and he got it inside of a week. So I don't understand. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I did hear the postal worker lady trying to explain that there's certain COVID hotspots. If it's a transfer station where your mail unfortunately lands and they got a hotspot and a bunch of people out, the mail could sit there for weeks. But we're not. We'll try again. It's like the lottery. Maybe we'll win next time. Maybe you'll get it this time, Lynn and Larry. I'd rather owe it to you than cheat you out of it. Here and there, Chris. Here and there. What's the matter with your door pillars, Josh? Fix them up. Mine has some ugly tacks up in there in the braces, but I was like, eh. Yes, Puglisi, you're right. I won't blame it all on the algorithm because I mean I'm always looking for ways to improve, as are you guys. You know, we're all trying new stuff. We're all trying, to sharpen up our game, sharpen up our videos, and you know, but there's certain, I don't know what the magic open sesame is for them to show more people your video. These self-help ones say, well, if you got a click-through rate better than 5, then you're gonna, that's really good. Well, mine's above 5. If you have a loyal base of people, we have a nice base of people, that's gonna, well, try to match. I can know a couple things I know I lack on and I've got to work on. And one of them is my thumbnails. I try to find a good picture inside the video of the car. I don't try to feature myself too much. I'll throw my mug in a couple of them here and there. And sometimes, you think it would help, but it don't. There's no rhyme or reason to it. One will get 1,000 views or 1,500 views, and the next one will get 400. And the one that got 400, you worked really hard. So it is what it is. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like Country Boy. Maybe I'll take a ride to the junkyard and walk around and look at cool stuff and videotape it. Maybe that'll help. I did a couple car shows. I went to a couple races, but people didn't like that. They do like the salvage yards. I don't know if you guys any of you guys that went down and watched Cody. He walked through that salvage yard. He had some cool stuff in there. Some real old stuff. Those junkyards are hard to find now. They're like them old abandoned junkyards with the cars from the 50s and 60s. I remember when we used to drive from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia area to visit my grandmother or vice versa on the turnpike there, Pennsylvania Turnpike, about halfway. There was an old junkyard. I remember when I was a kid always looking. It was just miles of cars. That's long gone. It's not there anymore. mean, there's Carlisle and everything, all that along the way, but that big old junkyard, I used to remember every time I'd like stare out the window looking at the cars, driving down the highway with my mom or my grandmother driving, you know. Well, that could work, Mike. I don't know if it's your. I don't know. You could show cleavage, but I'm not sure they would appreciate your cleavage. Yeah, I mean, you feel like it's crazy. It's like you feel like you did a really good job, Cody, and it's like, well, maybe I didn't, you know. But it's like I say, how many people actually got to see that? How far out did that video go? How far out did YouTube push it? I don't know. Plus, we're working on these older cars. They're starting to get the younger folks' attention, but it's going to take a while because there's other stuff they're looking at. They're looking at these Hondas with these big trash can size exhaust pipes and stuff they're looking at. I'd rather not blow up a Jeep engine. I did blow up a Jeep engine before. 4-liter 1991 Jeep Cherokee Laredo. I didn't blow it up. The body shop blew it up. Somebody hit my wife. They had our Jeep for, I don't know, over a month, going on longer than that. And I'm like, yo, we need our car back. And I did. It was maybe a little bit my fault because I asked them. I said, well, why you got it and you're fixing the front clip? It's never going to match. Just spray the whole thing. Well, they had it like 6 weeks. They kept giving us excuse after excuse. Well, we wouldn't have a whole lot of money back then, and we needed our car back. And I finally said, look, I'm just coming to get it. I don't care what it is. And I think the owner of the body shop got so mad. He went out there, and that Jeep was sitting in the backyard for, a couple of weeks. He cold started it and gunned it. And I think he just totally wrecked the bottom end of the motor. Picked up the sludge from sitting for over a month, got picked up in the screen, and he just wiped that engine out. He threw a bunch of crap in it. It had a slight tap when I picked it up. I'm like, maybe it's just from sitting. Once the oil gets up top, it got worse. I was about 5 miles away, and I had to pull over. So, no, I didn't blow it up. I think he blew it up. But then they were just going to blame it on the car. I know what he did. So he'll have to answer for that. That's going to be his karma payback someday, Maybe, hopefully it already happened because that was going back. We're going back 20 plus years, Yeah. I tried all the tags. But like I said, it's also, what do people want to look at? We happen to like stuff that's like, it's got a very narrow niche. I hate that word, but hey, come here, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's one of my biggest buddies in the whole world. Well, he's walking away from me now. There he is, old Colbert. 110-pound dog. Come here. And the bugs are starting to come in. Were you running from them or running after them, Bob? That's cool, Andy. I think he just joined my page. He watched a couple videos and was commenting. He seems like a really nice guy. Maybe he'll send me a sticker for my door. Hey, I'd like a sticker for my door. Are you watching? Iron Horse, you watching? Look at that. We got a spot right up there for you, right below Joe. At least you're getting them, Andy. The Lynn and Larry didn't get that batch I just sent them a month ago. I'm just going to send them again this weekend. I'm going to take a picture of me sending them. Never know. It only takes that, from what I'm told, Turlo, it only takes that one magical video that, for some reason, hits everything and takes off. Then you get noticed and your subscribers jump up, you know? Me too, Baglizi. I haven't showed them all in a while. We could bring you guys up real quick to look at the door and make sure you guys can all see your picture of your stickers alive and well. Yeah, there's everybody's stickers. It's hard to do it without a glare. You know, I got to do something about that light. It's a little too bright. Now my coworker Bart said, "Don't cover up that sign." That sign was my buddy Bart's idea. So we can't cover that up. But I have a whole nother door that we're going to be fooling with in a little bit. You know, like to have a pair of doors up on the wall at some point. Wow, that's pretty awesome, Turlo. My best video is like 4.9 thousand. So we're just going to keep plugging along, man. We'll get there. I'm hoping one of my videos takes off. I don't know. We'll see. Go in here and look. They say sometimes, you know, it'll be an old video you hadn't thought of in a while that somebody will just start watching. I think that happened with Tri-Five guy. He's like, yeah, he goes, somebody just started watching one of his older videos, took off, and he shot up over 1,000 quick. He's still growing. Sometimes, you know, it just takes till some people, like a group, come across your videos. I use Sticker Mule, Cody, and you know, the Love It Speed Shop recommended them, and I guess they're just as good as anybody else for getting you stickers. You got to kind of come up with your own design and upload it to them. The one thing I do like about them is, you know, every couple weeks or so they'll send me a sale. Like these little round ones. They're the same as the rectangular ones, but you know, they sent me a thing. We'll send you 50 round ones for, I don't know, $10, something, $20. And it's like, it's like half the price. So it's like, yeah. So I got keychains that I sent out to a few people. A few of you have my keychains. I got them off of them. They'll just send you random deals. And they send you hot sauce too. Hot sauce. Real hot sauce. So if you like hot sauce, it's hot. A mule kick or something it's called. So, they're all right. They're honest. At least when you give them the money, you get what you paid for, It's a smart move, Iron Horse. Yep, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Promote community. If everybody supports everybody, we're good. We'll all get a lot further. Okay, so I had my son's roommate designed this one for me. He does art. Nico, he does art. Okay, so he did this one for me. And then I contacted a friend of mine from high school who's been an artist, and he's my age. And I said, hey, man, will you cartoon sketch my car? I sent him a couple pictures, and he cartoon sketched my car. And I just took his picture that he did, and I computerized it, and then I shrunk it down, and I uploaded it with the lettering. Look, he did chrome lettering and old 50s lettering up top. And yeah, the same with the one Nico did. I just shrunk it down and loaded it up, and then they ask for authorization to make sure it's right. Like my buddy Mayor who did this, they warned me about how small. He put it way up there. They warned me about how small his signature was, and I'm like, well, that's okay. That's just his artist signature. He doesn't want it to be super huge. He just wants it to be on his art. So I said, that's fine. Each one, this one I paid $75 for, and I paid $75 for this one. Support your local artist. Just, hey, I'm telling you, there's people in your neighborhood who are artists, and they'll do little things, little projects for you like this for $75 or so. It's worth it. At least it's worth it to me. I supported somebody, and they gave me something cool to share with everybody. All right, Jeff Bittner, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it, man. I really do. I appreciate you coming by. Jeff's a little bit in front of everybody this week, We're at 57 minutes and 45 seconds, and you all know we only do an hour. We don't ever want to burn it out or overextend our welcome into your YouTube lives. We just want to let you know we're still here. And I always enjoy talking to all you guys. You know that. See, Puglisi's got an inside line on a art. All you guys got to do is reach out to somebody who's an artist or does art. And if you don't have anybody, I could certainly introduce you. My buddy Mayor, he's always looking for work. I'm sure Nico's probably looking for work, So there you go. There's that. My buddy Mayor, anybody that's in our Facebook group, you'll see him. He's in there all the time on my Winter's Gasser build on the Facebook. I think I'm going to change the name of that to the BW Garage. I just haven't got around to it. But Mayor's in there, and he comments sometimes, or he'll just like a picture or something. Just contact him. Tell him you know me from YouTube, and you need some artwork done. Dude, he'll work with you. He'll work with you. You can Venmo him or PayPal him. Believe me, he's honest. He's excited to do artwork. If you give him a project, he's ecstatic. He loves what he does. So I recommend him. So if you don't have anybody, try out John Eric Mayer, and you'll see him. He's a member in the Gasser Build on Facebook, and you can contact him in private message. Just throw my name out there right away and say, Brian told me, that you do artwork on the side, and I'm sure he'll be excited to work with you. All right. Take it easy, Larry and Lynn. I see you next time. All right. Okay, so we're going to follow Lynn and Larry's lead at 59 minutes and 50 seconds. As always, I love talking to all you guys. I appreciate everybody taking a minute out of their day to stop in and talk to me and cheer me up a little bit. All right. So I guess I'll see you all next week. Let's get together for the same kind of good old-fashioned conversation. And hopefully by that time we have a piece of content up for you to look at. Till next week, take care, everybody.